Okay, now we're going to take look at the report that allows you to look at your standards and whether or not you have targeted them as well as assessed them. So you'll pull down to standard analysis. And then again, we need to filter based upon what subject and standards we're going to be looking at. If we didn't, you're going to notice that right here there are 8 pages of standards that we could run reports for, which would be too much. So I'm going to pull it down to the Unpack Iowa Core Social Studies. And let's say I want to look at grade 8. And I can filter by our school, grade point, and again grade 8. And the map type. Some of you might want to run your district map, but remember that's going to only be able to pull information from your district map if you have assessments uploaded. So right now that would only be our literacy and math departments. Although the rest of the departments have district maps, they may or may not have assessments loaded. I know some of our Singleton departments, because they just have a district level map, have some assessments loaded on there. But for example, if I'm running social studies, I know that their assessments are only located in their building level map. So I'm going to choose building level. And then I will submit that. And then we have filtered just for that particular grade. So before I open it up, you're going to see that there are 56 out of 62 targeted standards and 35 out of 62 assessed standards. With this particular department, it's important to remember that we are only assessing on our priority standards. So the assessed standards for them will never equal 100% because they will be targeting standards that they will not assess. They'll just be having that in their instruction. When you open it up, you'll see all of the 5 different standard categories for social studies. So you can look at that. On these bar graphs, you can hover over the white part, which is the standards that are not targeted. So let's say we wanted to look at history. When I click on it, it will show me exactly what standard has not been targeted yet. So this particular standard distinguishes how information and experience from the past may be interpreted by people from diverse cultures and perspectives, which is H3.8. As I'm running this now, the P indicates a power standard, which means that this might be an oversight in their building level map, that in the unit in which they are including this standard, they might not have clicked it on their assessment. So that's another way that you can go back and double check that you've included it and that you've also assessed it. When I go back, you can run that same information with your other rows here. So again, when I open this back up, if I wanted to see exactly the assessments, you could just click on them. And the report that will come up will tell you the standards and what assessment it's been tied to. Again, you can click on it to actually see it, but that will give you some information as far as where those standards are being assessed.